Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Norma Fajri Arianti. I'm from the Department of Mathematics Education in Kusumanegara, Jakarta. My NPM is 2018-83-102. I made this video as a fulfillment of the final exam text for the English Mathematics course, which was taught by Mr. Wisnu Kala, Master of Education. Let's get into it. The first question is about Cartesian plan. The coordinates of point B is 5, 5. The coordinates of point C is minus 5, 5. The coordinates of point D is minus 6, 2. The coordinates of point E is minus 6, minus 5. The coordinates of point F is 0, minus 6. The coordinates of point G is 6, minus 3. The coordinates of point H is 4, 0. The coordinates of point J is minus 4, minus 2. The coordinates of point K is 1, minus 4. The coordinates of point L is 2, 2. The coordinates of point M is minus 2, 7. And the last, the coordinates of point M is minus 2, 3. The second question is about matrix. If A is the 3 by 3 matrix, the entries are A subscript 1 subscript 1 is 1, A subscript 1 subscript 2 is minus 1, A subscript 1 subscript 3 is 2, A subscript 2 subscript 1 is 3, A subscript 2 subscript 2 is 2, A subscript 2 subscript 3 is 5, A subscript 3 subscript 1 is minus 1, A subscript 3 subscript 2 is 0, A subscript 3 subscript 3 is 4, and B is the 3 by 3 matrix. The entries are B subscript 1 subscript 1 is 2, B subscript 1 subscript 2 is 1, B subscript 1 subscript 3 is minus 1, B subscript 2 subscript 1 is 1, B subscript 2 subscript 2 is 3, B subscript 2 subscript 3 is 4, B subscript 3 subscript 1 is minus 1, B subscript 3 subscript 2 is 2, B subscript 3 subscript 3 is 1. Then C equals A minus B equals C subscript 1 subscript 1 is minus 1, C subscript 1 subscript 2 is minus 2, C subscript 1 subscript 3 is 3, C subscript 1 C subscript 2 subscript 1 is 2. C subscript 2 subscript 2 is minus 1. C subscript 2 subscript 3 is 1. C subscript 3 subscript 1 is 0. C subscript 3 subscript 2 is minus 2. C subscript 3 subscript 3 is 3. The third question is about geometry. There is a cylinder can with radius is 4 cm and height is 13 cm. Find the volume and surface area of cylinder can. First, the volume formula is V equals pi times r to the power of 2 times h equals 3,14 times 4 to the power of 2 times 13 equals 653,12 cubic centimeters. Number 2, the surface area formula is L equals 2 times pi times r times r plus h in the parentheses equals 2 times 3,14 times 4 times 4 plus 13 in the parentheses equals 25,12 times 17 equals 427,04 square centimeters. The fourth question is about set and subset. The element of set A is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 in the brace. The element of set B is 2, 4, 6, 8 in the brace. The element of set C is 3, 5 in the brace. The element of set D is 2, 4, 6, 8 in the brace. A union B equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the brace. A intersection B is empty set. A complement equals 2, 4, 6, 8 in the brace. B intersection C equals empty set. The fifth question is about sigma. The sum of 2 to the power of k plus 1 times x to the power of k goes from 0 to n equals 2 to the power of 0 plus 1 times x to the power of 0 in the parentheses plus 2 to the power of 1 plus 1 times x to the power of 1 in the parentheses plus 2 to the power of 2 plus 1 times x to the power of 2 in the parentheses plus 3 dots plus 2 to the power of n plus 1 times x to the power of n in the parentheses equals 2 plus 4x plus 8x to the power of 2 plus 3 dots plus 2 to the power of n plus 1 times x to the power of n in the parentheses. The sum of minus 1 in the parentheses to the power of k times x to the power of k over 2 times k plus 1 goes from 0 to n equals minus 1 in the parentheses to the power of 0 times x to the power of 0 over 2 times 0 in the parentheses plus 1 plus minus 1 in the parentheses to the power of 1 times x to the power of 1 over 2 times 1 in the parentheses plus 1 plus minus 1 in the parentheses to the power of 2 times x to the power of 2 over 2 times 2 in the parentheses plus 1 plus 3 dots plus minus 1 in the parentheses to the power of n times x to the power of n over 2n plus 1 equals 1 minus x over 3 plus x to the power of 2 over 5 plus 3 dots plus minus 1 in the parentheses to the power of n times x to the power of n over 2n plus 1. The sixth question is about limit. The limit of x over 3 minus square root of x plus 9 as x approaches to 0 equals the limit of x over 3 minus square root of x plus 9 times 3 plus square root of x plus 9 over 3 plus square root of x plus 9 as x approaches to 0 equals minus the limit of 3 plus square root of x plus 9 in the parentheses as x approaches to 0 equals minus 3 plus square root of 0 plus 9 in the parentheses equals minus 6. Next, the limit of square root of z minus 2 over z minus 4 as z approaches to 4 equals the limit of square root of z minus 2 over z minus 4 times square root of z plus 2 over square root of z plus 2 as z approaches to 4 equals lim of 1 over the square root of z plus 2 as z approaches to 4 equals 1 over the square root of 4 plus 2 equals 1/4. The seventh question is about statistics. The following is the test score data. Marks, F subscript point or frequency, F subscript I is frequency, X subscript I is midpoint. Next column is frequency times midpoint. The fourth column is square of X subscript I minus X bar, or midpoint minus mean. And then the fifth column is frequency times midpoint minus mean in the parentheses to the power of 2. Mean, the formula is X bar equals the sum of F subscript I times X subscript I over the sum of F subscript I equals 4120 over 80 equals 51,5. Median. Find the median first by multiplying 1/2 times n. N is total number of data. Half times 80 equals 40. So the median is on 20 data or second interval. The median formula is L plus n over 2 in the parentheses minus b over g times w in the brackets. I'm gonna explain it. L is the lowest class boundary of the median group. N is the total number of data, and B is cumulative frequency of the groups before the median group. And G is the frequency of median group, and W is the group weight. Equals 19,5 plus 40 minus 4 over 26 times 20 in the brackets equals 47,2. The median is on the second interval. Next is mode. We know from the table that mode is on second interval. The mode formula is L plus F subscript M minus F subscript M minus 1 over F subscript M minus F subscript M minus 1 in the parentheses plus F subscript M minus F subscript M plus 1 in the parentheses times times W in the brackets. I will explain it. L as the lowest class boundary of the mode group. F subscript M as the frequency of mode group. F subscript M minus 1 is the frequency of the group before the mode group. F subscript M plus 1 is the frequency of the group after the mode group. W, the group weight, equals 19,5 plus 26 minus 4 over 26 minus 4 in the parentheses plus 26 minus 22 in the parentheses times 20 in the brackets equals 36,4. Next is standard deviation. Standard deviation formula is S equals the square root of the sum of F subscript I times X subscript I minus X bar in the parentheses to the power of 2 goes from 1 to n over the sum of F subscript I goes from 1 to n equals the square root of the sum of F subscript I times X subscript I minus X bar in the parentheses to the power of 2 goes from 1 to 5 over the sum of F subscript I goes from 1 to 5 equals the square root of 42,220 over 80 equals 22,97 or approximately 23. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.